Have you ever looked at your cat and thought, you're living the perfect life? You provide food, fresh water, a comfortable place to sleep, and plenty of love. So what could possibly be wrong? The surprising truth is that cats can have their feelings hurt in ways most owners never realize. Not because we're cruel, but because we often see the world through human eyes instead of feline ones. Something that seems completely harmless to you may feel confusing, stressful, or even hurtful to your cat. And over time, these small, everyday actions can slowly affect your relationship. Today, we're uncovering these everyday things hurt your cat's feelings. Common mistakes that many loving owners make every single day. Some of these habits are incredibly common. In fact, there's a good chance you're doing at least one of them right now. And make sure you stay until the end, because the final item may explain why some cats suddenly become distant, even when they seem perfectly healthy. Before we begin, tell us honestly, have you ever accidentally offended your cat? Comment yes or no below. And if you love learning the hidden psychology behind feline behavior, subscribe to the channel so you never miss another cat secret. Now, let's begin. Number 1. Ignoring them when they want attention. Many people assume cats only seek attention when they want food, but that is not always true. Sometimes your cat simply wants to connect with you. They may sit beside your laptop, rub against your legs, or quietly stare in your direction. These are often invitations, small attempts to interact. When those signals are constantly ignored, some cats stop trying altogether. Over time, they may appear more distant or independent, but the reality can be much different. Your cat may have learned that their efforts go unnoticed. A few moments of attention can mean a lot to them. Sometimes, the greatest gift you can give your cat is simply acknowledging their presence. Number 2. Staring at them too long. Humans often use eye contact to show interest. Cats see things differently. In the feline world, a long, unbroken stare can feel threatening, or even confrontational. That is why cats often communicate trust through slow blinking instead. When owners constantly stare directly at their cats, especially from close range, it can create discomfort. Some cats will look away immediately. Others may leave the room altogether. They are not being unfriendly. They are responding to a signal that feels intense. The next time your cat looks at you, try a slow blink instead. You may be surprised by their response. To a cat, that gentle gesture can feel far more affectionate than a prolonged stare. Number 3. Moving their favorite things. Cats thrive on familiarity. Their favorite bed, their favorite blanket, their favorite window perch. These objects are more than simple possessions. They are part of the cat's comfort zone. When these items suddenly disappear or move without warning, many cats become unsettled. What seems like a small change to you may feel significant to them. Cats build emotional connections with locations and routines. That familiar scent, that familiar view, that familiar corner of the house, all help create a sense of security. When possible, try to make changes gradually, because preserving a cat's sense of stability often helps preserve their confidence as well. Number 4. Interrupting their sleep. Cats spend much of their lives sleeping. But those naps are not just about rest. They are also moments of trust. A sleeping cat is vulnerable. They feel safe enough to let their guard down. That is why repeatedly waking a cat for attention can be frustrating for them. Many owners see a sleeping cat and immediately want to cuddle or play. The cat often sees it differently. Imagine being interrupted every time you finally got comfortable. Eventually, you might start avoiding those interruptions. Cats can feel the same way. Respecting your cat's sleep shows respect for their needs. And a cat that feels respected is usually much happier around their favorite humans. Number 5. Being too loud around them. The world sounds very different through a cat's ears. Cats can hear frequencies that humans cannot, which means sounds that seem normal to us may feel overwhelming to them. Loud shouting, sudden bangs, blasting music, or constant household noise. All of these can create stress. Some cats respond by hiding. Others become nervous or restless. A few may even become less social over time. Creating a calm environment helps cats feel secure. That does not mean you must live in complete silence, but being mindful of noise levels can make a huge difference, especially for sensitive cats who value peace and predictability. Number 6. Forcing social interactions. Not every cat wants to meet every person, and they certainly do not want to do it on command. When guests visit, many owners try to encourage interaction. They carry the cat into the room, place them near strangers, or insist that everyone pet them. To humans, this may seem friendly. To the cat, it can feel overwhelming. Cats prefer to approach new people at their own pace. When given the choice, they often become much more confident. But when forced into social situations, they may feel trapped. And few things hurt a cat's confidence more than feeling they have lost control over their own decisions. Number 7. Not respecting their boundaries. Cats are constantly communicating boundaries. The problem is that humans often miss the signals. A flicking tail, flattened ears, turning away, or suddenly becoming still. These behaviors often mean your cat has had enough. When those warnings are ignored, frustration builds. Some cats walk away, others become defensive. The issue is not that your cat dislikes you, it is that they feel unheard. Respecting boundaries teaches your cat that their feelings matter. And when a cat feels understood, trust tends to grow naturally. If you think ignoring boundaries is damaging, the next mistake affects your cat in a completely different way. Number 8. Forgetting daily playtime. To many cats, play is not optional. It is essential. Play allows cats to express natural hunting instincts, stalking, chasing, pouncing, and capturing. Without regular play, life can become surprisingly boring. A bored cat may sleep more than usual, become less engaged, or even develop unwanted behaviors. Many owners provide food and comfort, but overlook the importance of mental stimulation. A few minutes of interactive play each day can transform a cat's mood. It gives them excitement, purpose, and an opportunity to express behaviors that have existed for thousands of years. For cats, play is often one of the highlights of the entire day. Number 9. Comparing them to other pets. Every cat has a unique personality. Some are outgoing, some are cautious, some love attention, others prefer independence. Problems arise when owners compare their cat to another pet. Maybe a friend's cat is more affectionate. Maybe another cat enjoys being held. Maybe a dog seems easier to train. Cats do not understand these comparisons, but they do sense disappointment and unrealistic expectations. Trying to force a cat to become someone they are not can create frustration for both sides. The happiest relationships happen when owners appreciate the cat they have, not the cat they wish they had. And that leads directly to one of the most painful mistakes of all. Number 10. Breaking their trust. Trust is one of the most valuable things a cat can give, and one of the hardest things to rebuild once damaged. Cats remember experiences that make them feel unsafe, especially when those experiences involve someone they depend on. Perhaps they were repeatedly tricked into uncomfortable situations. Perhaps their signals were ignored too often, or perhaps their need for security was overlooked. Trust rarely disappears overnight. Instead, it fades through small disappointments that accumulate over time. The good news is that trust can often be repaired, but it requires patience, consistency, and genuine respect. Because when a cat trusts you completely, they are giving you something truly special, something they never give lightly. Number 11. Inconsistent routines. Cats love predictability. It helps them feel secure. They like knowing when meals arrive, when playtime happens, and when their favorite humans come home. When routines constantly change, many cats become confused. One day, breakfast is early. The next day it is hours late. One week there is plenty of attention. The next week there is almost none. These changes may seem minor to us, but cats notice patterns more than many people realize. Consistency creates confidence. When your cat knows what to expect, they can relax. And a relaxed cat is often a happier cat. Sometimes the greatest act of love is simply being reliable. Number 12. Not noticing their attempts to communicate. Cats are always communicating. The problem is that they rarely do it in ways humans expect. A slow blink, a tail position, a quiet chirp, a gentle head bump. These are all messages, yet many owners overlook them completely. Imagine trying to talk to someone every day and never being understood. That can be frustrating. When cats feel ignored, some stop communicating as often. Others become louder or more persistent. Learning your cat's language strengthens your relationship in ways you might never expect. Because every time you respond appropriately, you send an important message back. I see you. I understand you. And that matters more than most people realize. Number 13. Taking their affection for granted. Cats are often misunderstood as distant animals. But when a cat chooses to trust you, That trust is meaningful. They choose to sit beside you, sleep near you, follow you from room to room. These actions may seem small, yet they are often signs of deep affection. Over time, some owners stop noticing them. They begin treating these behaviors as normal, something expected. But to a cat, affection is a choice, not an obligation. Every moment of trust is something they willingly offer. Appreciating those moments helps strengthen your bond, because what feels ordinary today may actually be one of the greatest compliments your cat can give. Number 14. Making them feel unimportant. Cats enjoy independence, but that does not mean they want to feel invisible. Many cats form strong emotional attachments to their owners. They notice when attention disappears. They notice when interaction becomes rare. And they notice when their needs consistently come second. This does not mean your cat demands constant focus. It simply means they want to feel valued. A few minutes of quality interaction can have a huge impact. Talking to them, playing with them, or simply sitting together. These moments remind your cat that they are an important part of your life. And for many cats, that feeling of belonging is incredibly important. Which brings us to the final and most important point of all. Number 15. Choosing convenience over connection. This may be the everyday habit that hurts a cat's feelings the most, because it often happens without bad intentions. Life gets busy, schedules become crowded, and sometimes convenience takes priority. It becomes easier to ignore a request for play, easier to rush through interactions, easier to assume your cat will understand. But relationships are built through connection, not convenience. Cats may not understand why you are busy. They only understand the experiences they have with you, the moments you spend together, the attention you give, the comfort you provide. The strongest bonds are not created by expensive toys or perfect homes. They are created through consistent acts of care. Because at the end of the day, your cat does not need you to be perfect. They simply need to know that they matter. And when they feel that, their affection can become one of the most rewarding relationships you'll ever experience. So, how many of these everyday mistakes have you been making without realizing it? Maybe just one, maybe several, or maybe today's video completely changed the way you see your relationship with your cat. Let us know in the comments. Which habit surprised you the most? The truth is that cats don't judge us for being imperfect. They don't expect us to understand everything. What they do appreciate is effort. The effort to listen, the effort to learn, and the effort to see the world from their perspective. Because sometimes the smallest changes can make the biggest difference. A little more patience, a little more understanding, a little more attention to what your cat is trying to tell you every day. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to smash that like button and subscribe to the channel. We're constantly uncovering fascinating secrets about cat behavior that can help you build an even stronger bond with your feline companion. And don't miss our next video, 15 signs your cat is secretly emotionally attached to you. Some of those signs are so subtle that most owners miss them completely, until they know what to look for. Remember, your cat may not speak your language, but they are communicating with you every single day. Your cat has been waiting their entire life for someone who gets it. Now you do. I'll catch you in the next one.